It's real nice. Why do they get to sit the whole show?
There's always one.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything they want to say? A lot of people had something. But I want to focus on the one over here that said she loved me.
Tim, I'd like to point out that she's sitting in front of the subwoofers with earmuffs on.
That's because she doesn't necessarily need to hear it, she needs to feel it.
Y'all ain't got manners up here, huh?
Someone left a beer for us with a message on it.
Message on a bottle.
I assume it's a beer, I don't know.
That looks pretty sketchy.
A Kentucky
You're holding it
Bourbon
so
Ale,
dang
it's my
silly.
favorite. It says, "Is this better? Venue beers suck. I had to smuggle it in."
Oh, you're doing a good job, Tennessee Theater. Thanks. Appreciate you. It's so warm. It's just lukewarm. It's like no chug. Oh, I was ready too.
I'll savor this. You guys having a good time so far? I'm about to be. I guess this is as good a time as any for an impromptu story time with Tim. What do you think?
He gets one sip in him and he's telling stories.
No, it's just story time with Home Free. Earlier today,
We're gonna talk about this now.
yeah, we're gonna talk about
Let's do it.
because the song Champagne Taste on a Beer Budget became way too real for us. We got offered to do this little segment for CMT.com, and so we went to Chicago, that's why we were there, and they
I
wanted
would
to
like to
take
point
us.
out first off though that at the beginning we were told, okay, it's going to be this interview and there's going to be a camp. They're going to film you guys, like they're going to film. And then we got there and it turned into, oh well, we're just going to take a picture. And we're like, well, okay. Flash forward to now, there was no picture, there was no filming. We just did the story.
There wasn't
Let's take it back.
even really an interview.
Let's just, yeah.
Basically, there was some lady, and we didn't even ask.
She was so sweet. She
We
was
didn't even
great.
ask to see credentials. I'm not even sure she worked for CMT. I think we just hung out with a lady from Chicago for 2 hours. But the bit that the angle they wanted was, we'll take Home Free shopping for Valentine's Day.
Well, and I would also like to point out that we had two options to begin with. They were like, well, they can take you guys shopping, or you can go and do a pizza challenge. And you know, Tim's on a cleanse, everybody's trying to eat healthy.
4 votes shopping, 1 vote pizza challenge. I got outvoted.
It's okay, he's on a cheat month.
Cheers.
It's a cheap life right now, let's be real.
Anyway, so we hang out with this alleged writer for CMT.com, and then it's, Valentine's Day's approaching, Home Free's gonna go shopping. So they set the whole thing up. We get there. First place they take us, Tiffany's. So we did some looking.
I was scared just looking at it. I was like, this is so expensive. I felt like they were going to kick us out for just being there.
Those security guards were eyeballing us pretty hard because they knew we didn't belong in there. And they were right. Anyway, so Champagne Taste on a Beer Budget. So we're in there and we look and it's okay. And again, the lady's not even interviewing us really. She's just asking us random questions that have nothing to do with the story.
Whatever the story is.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's going to come up with.
So then she's like, all right, well, let's go next door to Saks Fifth Avenue. Again. I told my girlfriend, I was like, I'm gonna get you one cufflink today. Put it on layaway. But anyway,
Where do we go to in Saks Fifth Avenue?
directly to the lingerie department.
She escorted us there. She knew right where it was. It wasn't us.
And she threw our publicist right under the bus, too. She was like, just so you know, your publicist set this whole thing up. She wanted me to take out Victoria's Secret, but that's too far. So anyway, we're in the... Why am I telling... There's not even a payoff to this story. Yeah, I just need to get this out, okay?
Just so when y'all see the article and you're like, home free spending their money at Tiffany's and Saks Fifth Avenue? Y'all know the truth.
And so, anyway, what's more natural than 4 country singers hanging out in the lingerie section at Saks Fifth Avenue? We blended, right? Those people were smarter than Tiffany's people. They didn't even ask us if we need anything. They're like, they are not buying a thing. So then it's just 5 of us just standing there, like, well, it's getting creepy.
We thought we were going to go somewhere else afterwards, too. We were like, all right, now we're going to the next store to go shopping.
I say what?
And then she was like, all right, guys, bye. I'm going to buy some perfume.
And then I was like, we're gonna go get pizza.
Thank you. Happy ending for this guy. Finally, everyone came around to the pizza idea. But a lot of times we'll get comments from y'all about how you watch our videos and we're actually pretty good actors. Well, you had no idea how good we are until you read this article and believe that we were actually shopping in Tiffany's and Saks Fifth Avenue. That took some acting, folks.
Nothing says country like Tiffany's and Saks Fifth Avenue.
Anyway, these are the most comfortable pair of panties I've ever worn.
How do we segue into this next song?
Well, I think it's time for a tender moment, don't you?